So if you're watching this video, you probably enjoy Call of Duty Zombies, and if you haven't subscribed already, then you will want to subscribe, as I'll have a lot of Call of Duty Zombie videos for you guys to enjoy. Now, the other week I made a video called the 5 things that we don't want to see or we don't want to return in the next Call of Duty Zombies game, and you guys really enjoyed that. And if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it on screen and down below in the description for you guys to go and watch. This is a video, kind of like a sequel video to it. We're going to be looking at 5 things that we do want in the next Zombies game, stuff which we want to return, and maybe some new additional stuff. But if you guys have any other suggestions, let me know in the comments section, and we can maybe produce another more 5 things which is generated by you guys, which is awesome. But if you guys enjoy this, definitely leave a like rating down below. Let's get straight into it. Now, this first one is more PackAPunch upgrades. Now, what I mean by this is in Call of Duty Zombies, you can throw your gun into the PackAPunch machine and you can get an upgraded version of that gun, and it is a load better than its normal variant. But besides that, in Black Ops 2, you could PackAPunch your gun again, but it simply just added an attachment. It didn't actually change the gun too much at all, and what I want is for there to be more PackAPunch upgrades. You could throw your gun into the PackAPunch machine, you can get a PackAPunched version, and then perhaps you could throw it in again and get an additional upgrade which will do maybe additional damage, or it might look somewhat different, or have more ammo, or just something along those lines. If you think about how the variations in Advanced Warfare's guns in multiplayer are like, that could be something which PackAPunch could take a little bit of notice from and adapt that to make the PackAPunch system even better, because what's more better than being able to get a different weapon from the PackAPunch when you use it several times over? I think that's be an absolutely great idea. It's something which is in a few custom zombie maps at the moment, and I think that would just be absolutely awesome to finally get more than one variation of a PackAPunched weapon. Now, the second one here is an improved ranking system. Now, I wasn't too fond of the ranking system in Black Ops 2 Zombies. I didn't care about it too much, but the reason I didn't care about it too much is because I didn't understand how it worked. I know the shotguns were the most highest rank you could get, but I know it's very easy to lose those ranks very quickly, and it was just so weirdly done, and it was just not clear at all on how that ranking system worked. So improving the ranking system, making it clearer, maybe adding prestiges in or some sort of variation of that to fit in with the Zombies theme would make it really interesting. It would add a different element to Zombies rather than you just playing to have fun. You'd be doing it to rank up, and imagine if there was additional perks or bonuses you could get from actually ranking up enough times in Zombies, like if there was maybe some secret hidden options in custom games, or I don't know, some sort of cool camos you could unlock, or I don't know. My mind's just gone into overdrive. Let me know what you think could be done for unlocks in a ranking system. Now, my third thing here is solo Easter eggs. Now, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love doing co-op Easter eggs. I love gathering a team up together, and the excitement and the adrenaline of just figuring out these steps and doing the Easter egg as a team is something that is just absolutely brilliant. And if Zombies ever loses that, then they've definitely lost just the biggest element of Zombies. But of course, they will never get rid of Easter eggs. They'll only make them bigger and better. But solo Easter eggs are also good because sometimes you might just want to rather do it yourself. If you can't find enough players that are decent enough in skill and able to listen to instructions and be able to cooperate with you in order to do an Easter egg, sometimes you might just rather go with the solo option. I mean, look at the buried Easter egg, for example. The final bit involves the target practice where everyone has to have 100% accuracy shooting all those targets. And if someone's not very good at that, and it takes them quite a while to get used to it, that is a lot of hours of time lost trying to complete this Easter egg simply because one person doesn't understand how to do that step properly. Now, you could do solo Easter eggs on Call of the Dead, and I thought that was really good, and that was really fun. I enjoyed that. So solo Easter eggs, I think, should make a return, as that's a lot of fun as well as doing it in co-op. Now, my fourth thing here is larger maps and new modes. Now, I know a lot of you guys weren't particular fans of Transit due to how big it was, and I'll agree, I don't like Transit at all, but I don't think it was the size of the map which was the issue. I like the idea of having a really big map, so there's a lot of stuff to investigate, there's a lot of areas, and I think if they want to go down that route again, they could make a really good map this time, which is big. Of course, we're on next gen systems now, so we're not limited to how big a map can be. Our maps can be as big as possible now that next gen technology is around. Nothing has to be compacted and compressed, so that just opens the doors for just some insane stuff. And new modes, we had Grief mode and Turned introduced. Grief was this interesting mode where it was 4v4, and at first it sounded like a really cool mode, but when we actually came down to it, it was actually pretty basic and there wasn't too much involved in it. It was just trying to grief the other team in a way so they all get downs and they can't revive each other. It was a good idea, just the actual execution of it was not good at all, and it doesn't have a lot of replay value. I know there's some people that still play it now, but from my personal point of view, I got bored of Grief very quickly, and Turned was a game mode introduced in the first DLC where you can play as a zombie, and it was a really cool idea, but there was only one other map supported for Turned, and I think that was Buried, and that was it. And that's very bland, and there just wasn't much to it. So we need some more really cool new modes added to zombies, kind of like Grief mode and Turned, to make it even more exciting rather than just the base experience. But I know that kind of those Grief and Turn were kind of more of like experiments to see how well these like new kind of modes will do. So hopefully Treyarch have got something up their sleeves in terms of new modes. And coming in at number 5 as the 5th thing we want in zombies is an opening and Easter egg ending cutscene for every single map. Origins was insane with that intro cutscene. We had all the characters fighting off zombies in CGI, and then at the end we have Richtof in there with the Maxis drone, and we see that robot. It was insane. And that Easter egg end cutscene, oh my gosh, like we are still talking about that today, where we have the two kids playing with the action figures in their room. Maxis calls them down to the basement. Easter egg cutscenes like that are absolutely awesome. The only other time we had one of those was in Mob of the Dead for the opening cutscene, which in my opinion was like the most badass cutscene ever in zombies. That was epic. So I'd love every single map in the future to have an opening cutscene like that, and also have an Easter egg ending cutscene. There was no end cutscene on Mob of the Dead, but imagine how epic that could have looked. I'm just trying to imagine it right now. Like, we've had some sort of openings with the kind of comic book style for the new 4 characters, but I wouldn't really class them as cutscenes per se, and they don't have an Easter egg ending cutscene either. So I think that would be absolutely awesome to have. So there we go. That is 5 things that we want to see in the next Call of Duty game. If you have any other suggestions, let me know down below in the comment section. Let's get a bit of a discussion going on. I read all your comments, and if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like rating down below. I'd really appreciate that. If you guys are new around here, make sure to subscribe, as I post daily Call of Duty zombie videos that you guys will really enjoy. And yesterday, I posted a video of me vlogging on a roller coaster, so make sure you check that out. It's definitely a very interesting video. And if you guys have Twitter, make sure to follow me on Twitter. It's at MrDarkJD in the description. It'll be linked there as well. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and hopefully I'll catch you on another video very soon.